see you. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh.
I see so many beautiful pictures of this.
I know it.
And it's been like 10 years.
This is your first look then?
This is my first actual look. It's a great opportunity.
I'm so lucky then.
Oh.
To be.
And to not be in a suit and tie and to be in shorts and sneakers and enjoy this weather.
Oh,
so tell me geographic where we are. Is this like the...
This is the head trail. I guess there's also an additional one on Rodman Street.
On Rodman Street.
So right across from, a little bit up from Stop and Shop.
Okay.
So that one comes through the tunnel.
Yes.
Of 195.
Yeah.
And then this, so there are two bridges right at the very beginning.
Yep.
And then you go on down to Quequechan Street.
Yep.
And we thought this month, well, actually we thought in June.
Right.
Then we thought this month.
Yep.
I don't know when it'll be complete.
Right.
But it will, connect.
Brayton Avenue, that way.
To Brayton Avenue and over to the trail behind.
Yep. I know there's
Medicine.
issues over there. Yeah, there's always issues.
So Eric, who'd been working with Mass in Motion, graduated a year or 2 years ago now? A year and a half?
Over 2.
Yeah.
Over 2 from UMass Dartmouth, and went in, got the position with Star.
Yeah.
Jan Veloso is also working with Star part-time. And together we're working component 1 of that grant, which is to get people moving, get them out walking, reduce blood pressures, reduce obesity, all of the chronic diseases by getting people active and making sure there's access to healthy food. It's like, as they say, Mass in Motion on steroids, because now we actually have staff to do more of these things. So wayfinding is one of those. Eric, you want to talk about these?
Yeah. So part of the walkability component was to do a wayfinding program. So I don't know if you've seen the signs on the poles all around downtown. So 1 mile radius around the trail, basically to get people to the trail and from the trail to major buildings like in the center or downtown. So those went up in about, I think, between June and July they went up. So, and the ones on the pavement were the first to go up. So basically letting people know that within a time limit, so you don't, because people don't understand how to correlate the distance. Within a short amount of time, you can get to all these places and helping people connect. So.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And people are seeing them and appreciating them. Bike path there, and I don't know if you've been over to see the pump track. A whole bunch of volunteers working with Kempichico have redone the pump track. So the kids who are going to that are now coming along and getting on this.
So we are here. We just walked in from here. So
you'll see the connection as we get there to Rodman.
And this is Rodman, which is which way?
Which is right across here.
Okay.
The other side of the highway. And then we will walk along here all the way. And eventually, it's not funded yet, but all of the design work and even I understand the licensing or whatever has been done along this to connect to Father Trapassa. Have you been over to see that?
Yes, it's beautiful.
Wonderful. But what will be complete, I hope, in the fall, but it might be spring, is from here on in all the way.
Is this bridge complete?
No.
Oh, that's the road.
No, that's the road.
That's Quequechan Street. Yeah.
So, and then comes all the way right along. Almost to your territory, Westport.
Yes.
That gets us going to the next step. Eric is managing it and putting up, the pictures and, but also this Meyer Bornstein. It lives in Taunton, but he's a birder, I guess, and he was down here and he took pictures of every plant and every bird that he had found along the path, and the pictures are magnificent. Health impact assessment done by the state and it was Metropolitan Area Planning Council came down, and we met over at the university on Martin Street and talked about all the positive issues about having this trail in terms of benefits to the health of the public. But then we also talked about, well, what could be detriments? Well, if a sedentary community, particularly in the Flint, does not get out and use it because they're not used to walking, well, that could be an issue. That could be a detriment. The fear of crime.
Yep.
Or perceived or real.
Right.
And then keeping this clean, keeping it. So those are the 3 areas that we're trying to focus on, and we've been having events, and I brought a little flyer to show you all through August to encourage families to come down, for people to see this, to start to use it. We've had helmet giveaways. We've had Drums Alive with young kids. We did a volunteer appreciation event. We have a volunteer, John Sousa, who has taken 215 tires.
I believe it.
Yep.
Oh, I believe it.
2 shopping carts and a bicycle that's not bad, in bad shape. Look at the turtles.
Yep.
Love that. I mean, we've had these events and they've been successful, but people are finding this there. It's crowded, right, Eric?
Oh yeah.
God. And ducks. And ducks.
A little oasis in the middle of the city.
Oh, right.
Well,
yes.
it turns into.
Well, as Mike Labassiere says, it's not a park, it's an ecosystem. And we have to manage it in that manner, because what you were just saying about the bittersweet, this is great looking right now, but you give it 1 year of unsupervised attention and you know, it'll be everywhere.
Oh,
So, all right.
Oh, more ducky ducks.
Oh, and the swans.
Oh yeah.
Look at it. They're like,
Come here. This is a Kodak moment. So who can we get to enlist, to volunteer, to?
well,
How about, you know what? And because it's not only here, it's all around the city. We have drug courts now. We have, you know, we try to, kids got to do community service.
yeah.
If they could be organized to do community service, to get out here and read, and you know, it's
Exactly. I just came from a meeting with Michael Hoare and Mike Dion.
Yep.
And we are this close to starting a Groundwork South Coast.
Yep.
Fall River and New Bedford.
Yep.
And are you familiar with Groundwork
No.
Lawrence?
No.
Groundwork Somerville, Groundwork Providence. It's a national program funded by the National Park Service and by the EPA, their brownfield funding.
Yeah.
And the whole idea is community organizing to take care of the land and make it add to the quality of life in difficult communities such as Lawrence and Fall River. And so we're this close, like I say, to starting. We have the funding from Groundwork USA, $150,000 over the next 3 years. The city is going to has committed 12.5, and New Bedford also.
Good.
And but what we'll do then is hire young people of different cultures, different backgrounds and languages to be part of this, to be caring for this, to be engaging the community.
I always find it best if there's one individual who this is their life, his or her. Everything is this trail, and they can coordinate. Well, the weeds are growing up here. Let's get a team over there. Because it's going to be a lot of maintenance to keep it looking like this.
Absolutely, it is. It is. Look, this is all old, fallen apart, but we've already met with the artists who worked down in North Kingston. Justin was part of an effort down in North Kingston when a trail with tunnels was going up. And they established a set of rules, and, you know,
that's talent.
Oh my God, it's amazing. But look at no violence, you know, no profanity, no alcohol or drugs being promoted, all of these rules. And then it allows even kids who are just trying to learn how to do this to come. And so we're thinking of this tunnel being kind of the greeting tunnel, and possibly having a competition for designs and illustrations, and then have it completed with whoever's got the winning pictures. And then perhaps one of the other tunnels would be for young people to come and mentored by the older established street artists be able to learn the trade or learn the skill and the craft of doing this kind of artwork. So, pretty neat, huh?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
That's actually quite a bit better.
But you look to the right and there's this rock, and I always called it Turtle Rock, and the turtles would be one stacked on top of the other. Just like Yertle the turtle.
Touch the water, bring them down to the pond, and learn that, you know. You know the bait fish, and they also
flowers. Right.
Nothing wrong with it.
It's so restorative in that way. Kids coming out here